I want to talk about monetization in this video because technically my channel has been monetized since day one, but that doesn't mean I've been making money. If you're new here, my name is Joyce. I was laid off when I was 57, and it took me over 13 months to find another job making the same kind of money that I was making. And that motivated me to start controlling my finances and try to develop other forms of income. Not necessarily passive income, but something that I can control. It's all dependent on me and the amount of effort that I put into it. So, and I'm going to document that process as I go along. I started this YouTube channel, uh, first of all, because I loved YouTube. I watch YouTube more than TV these days. I really appreciate all the content providers. I think some of them are really amazing, and I hope when I grow up I'm just like them. But I wanted my channel to be creative, fun, and creative. So I started uh, videos where it's kind of like product reviews. I love these little miniatures. This is a mini-verse. So I open these, what they call surprise capsules, and show people what's inside, and that's very popular right now. I also do some art journaling, which that's going to be coming up. And then I started seeing these videos by people who were over 50 and talking about the same thing, their experiences in later life, losing their jobs for whatever reason, or retiring and needing an income. And that's what motivated me to document my own process. So I'm at the very beginning. I started this channel in November of 2025, and we'll see how it grows. So back to monetization. One very specific form of monetization that people often talk about is the YouTube AdSense, which is where once your channel reaches 1,000 subscribers or 4,000 watch hours, you can sign up for their partner program and get a little bit of ad revenue from the ads that run before, during, and after your videos. In all of my research, for most people, that takes some time, usually 6 months to a year, depending on how many videos. I mean, it's all very variable. No two YouTubers are going to have the exact same experience. But generally speaking, you have to be persistent and stay with it for 6 months to a year if you really want to build an income. And I know there are videos out there talk about, oh, I was monetized with AdSense within 1 week or 3 days or immediately. And from what I can tell, that can happen if you're coming over from a different platform, like say TikTok. If you're on TikTok and you do product reviews, book reviews, whatever you're interested in, and those people come over and follow you, yes, it's easy to get to the monetization point with YouTube AdSense when you bring those people over. But that's not the case with most people, especially not with the smaller YouTubers. So there are other ways to monetize your channel before you hit that 1,000, 4,000 mark. And when I say monetize, I mean just have stuff out there that is available for people to buy if they want to. And that's the whole key. People still have to want to buy. This is not a get rich quick scheme. This is, you put effort into it and people respond to the effort. They respond to you and they spend money. So the first most popular way of monetizing a YouTube channel is with affiliate links. And I have created this document. It's called Free Bundle of Monetization Ideas. I'm going to put this document, there's a link to this document down in the description. It's free. You can go click on it. It's 4 pages of ideas of how you can monetize your channel as a small YouTuber just starting out, or even if you're not just starting out and you want some more ideas. So affiliate programs. Amazon is probably the most well-known, where, like I said, when I do these mini-verse videos. I'll put a link in the description to the exact product that I'm showing. And if people want it, they click on it and they can buy it or they cannot buy it. But if they buy it, you get a little bit of a commission without it costing them any more money. And I found out through this research that Target and Walmart also have affiliate programs. So Amazon, Target, Walmart. And then if you're into art supplies and things of that nature, dickblick.com has an affiliate program for art supplies, paints, brushes, canvases, paper, things of that nature. Arteza, they offer a lot of artistic supplies, their own line of supplies called, like acrylic markers, watercolor markers, paper, gel pens, and just tons of art supplies that you could ever want. And then there's a lot of software affiliate programs where if you use a particular kind of software, you can add a link to your description for people to click on it and go use it. I use Canva. I don't use a lot of other software. Sorry about Peggy Sue barking. There's people playing outside. So affiliates, yeah. So that's just a very small list of what's out there. If you have any other ideas for affiliates, please put them in the comments. Share with people your experiences with them and, the ones that you like. So the affiliates, now we're going to move on to digital products. And then this is where you can really control what you sell and what you're doing. I'm a person who deals with chronic pain and low energy because of that chronic pain. And so I've developed some, just like one page, I don't want to call them, we'll just call them one page printables where I can focus in on what I really need to do. Of course, I want to do everything. I mean, I want to do all the stuff that I was doing when I was in my 20s. Not realistic. Not for me. I mean, I know there's a lot of really healthy 50-year-olds out there that are still running circles around 20-year-olds. I'm not one of them. So I really have to focus and I have to take stock of where my pain levels are and, you know, what I can realistically accomplish. And this is the key, not feel like a failure. If I write myself a list of 10 things to do or whatever, and realistically at the end of the day I've only done 2 because I had to sit down and put ice on my knees or warmth or whatever, I feel like a failure. And that kind of feeling just snowballs and just it makes everything worse. So, I've come up with ways and strategies to keep myself going and not beat myself up just because I can only do 2 things in a day. I still work a full-time job. So when I come home in the evenings, I can't do a bunch of stuff. I don't have kids, so if I had kids, anyway, yeah. When I come home in the evening, I take care of my dog, and I do some art journaling, and that's pretty much all I can do because my job has taken all of my mental energy and a lot of physical, but just mostly it's taken my creativity and my mental energy all day. So I need to do simple things, and then on the weekend I can do a little bit more. But again, these printable pages help me focus. Somebody's outside. I offer those right now on Etsy, just a couple of dollars. A capacity tracker. So digital products, that's a good way to open the door to monetization. Some other types of digital products, maybe 5 to 15 pages. And this is all stuff, again, it doesn't take hours and hours and months of learning new software. You can do these printable pages in Word if you wanted to. Um, I am using Canva, which I find more user friendly than a lot of them. But yeah, real simple. Nothing you have to take months to learn. Mini journals, 5 to 15 pages, like morning reset journals. I am not a morning person. My morning reset is get out of bed, take my shower, do my hair, go to work. That's my morning reset. And when I get there, I get my coffee or whatever else. That's it. I am not a morning person. So that's my morning reset journal if you're interested. Anxiety dump journals, gratitude without the toxic positivity, because this is the real world. Yes, being positive is a good thing, but you also have to be realistic. And then faith and reflection and prayer journals and things like that. Again, the sky is the limit. Simple trackers are a good digital product. Habit trackers, health trackers, step trackers, water intake trackers, medication log, and screen time awareness. Now, my Apple iPhone, unfortunately, sends me a message every week how much time I've spent on the screen. I don't want to talk about it. And then checklists and cheat sheets. Um, One thing I have is a checklist of what I go through when I upload a video, the checklist of what I do before I actually hit the publish button. And then, of course, moving prep. That's a big one. People are always moving. You know, come up with a checklist that helps them not forget something. And faith and study checklists. Um, another thing I'm sorry. Another thing I found out that was pretty popular, and this is something that's more for, I mean, you could probably publish it on Etsy, but places like Fiverr might be more beneficial. And Fiverr is a website, it's fiverr.com, where people can hire you to do things, like editing, things of that nature. But one thing I saw on there is people are creating prompts. So, like, if you could advertise and say you'll create faith journaling prompts for a certain amount of money, like maybe five faith journaling prompts. Now, these have to be quality prompts, not just, how did I feel today? But, and then you can charge money for that. So, anywhere from 5, 10, 20, 50, and charge different amounts of money. If that's something you're good at, and, check it out. There's when you're stuck prompts, end of day reflection prompts, and things of that nature. And then, of course, going back to your planners as a digital product, planners, um, minimalistic planners, monthly overview planners, low energy day planners, and things of that nature. And then a really good, another one is mental load and life admin pages, like things I'm carrying. You know, what am I carrying that I don't need to be carrying? Am I carrying somebody else's stuff? And this is all from, of course, mental health standpoint. A decision parking lot, brain dump pages, and household admin trackers, very popular. And also, something I never thought about until I started doing this research was audio products, like guided reflections. And these only have to be like maybe 5 or 10 minutes. Body scans for pain and stress, bedtime wind down routines, and prayers and meditation. Guided meditation is very popular right now. And if you do that already, then that's perfect. Just record something and share it with people so they get the benefit from it too. Other digital products is like, in this you could use like Canva, Notions, PDF. Again, nothing real complicated. Content planners, budget snapshots, project map, weekly review template, things of that nature. Again, I'll have links to my products down in the description to Etsy. Again, I have 2 sheets that are geared towards focusing on what really needs to be done when you have other things going on competing with your energy. Not necessarily time. I have plenty of time. What I don't have is energy because of chronic pain. There's another thing you can put on your YouTube channel as a form of monetization, and that is like a tips link. Like if somebody wants to support your channel, but they don't necessarily want to buy something, um, you can put a link in your description to what's called Buy Me a Coffee. And when the person clicks on this link, they can, just spend whatever, 50 cents, a dollar. I don't know if it goes as low as 50 cents, but again, they can just pick an amount and just show a little support. And I know Buy Me a Coffee is fairly new. I think people might know PayPal a little bit better. So you could put both links in case somebody prefers PayPal. There's memberships and subscriptions. I know once you get monetized on YouTube through their monetization process, you can have memberships, and people join your memberships and you charge, like I've seen them charge as low as a dollar, where you like offer like your members get the preview of your videos before they go public, or things like that, or they get special courses or something special for being a member, and that helps your channel. Members, Substack is becoming a very popular website for memberships, especially for writers, fiction writers, and people who want to put out newsletters. I am building a Substack, but only as a companion to my YouTube, because eventually I will be doing some drawings and things like that, some drawing for prizes. And then Patreon. A lot of people probably know Patreon for memberships. Other places for courses, if you know how to build courses and want to teach people things, there's teachable.com and Rozuku. Those are the two I know about, but again, there's probably hundreds of them out there, and if that's something you're good at, teaching people how to do something, it's a good thing to check out. And coaching. Now, these items, like the courses and the coaching, those are bigger ticket items that people purchase that could really skyrocket your income. Coaching, one-on-one support, helping people do things like build a YouTube channel or get their finances under control. Those are big ticket items, and they'll get you there fast. You don't need to be an expert to be monetized. You just need to do it. Well, I think that's it for this video. Go ahead, and if you have any questions, put them in the comments. Have any suggestions? If there's something particular you want me to talk about, go ahead and put it in the comments. And until the next video, be safe.